Hey guys, I thought I would consolidate week 38 and week 39 videos together. I didn't really have a ton to talk about either week, and I kind of have been annoyed and bored and whatever with myself over the last few months, and just kind of feel like it's been repetitive, and so I'm kind of getting irritated with that whole thing, and I just feel like it's not worth me doing videos every week for that. So I may scale it back and do them every other week or whatever. So, and I'm going to be going on vacation, so I'm not really sure how much time or availability I will have to make videos. So we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. But I'll still keep you guys updated for my weekly stuff. I just may group them into like 2-week videos at a time or so. But I'll just have to see how it goes. Last week we, at the meeting, we talked about valuing yourself and what defines you. Does your weight define you? Which I think for a lot of people it really does. At least it does for me. And I am trying not to let that happen. But, you know, it's not even the weight. It's the weight that defines me, but it's the number. And it's not just the number on the scale, it's the number on my clothes. And a friend of mine and I, who are both doing Weight Watchers, we decided to do a no-weight challenge this week. And we started off like, let's see how long we can go. And then he was like, all right, let's get to at least Monday, and then whatever, you know, go from there. So I ended up making it to this morning, and then I weighed in, and I ended up, so now we're going to try to wait until at least Friday. So see how it goes. I mean, I feel like not weighing in every day can be helpful, but I do think that I need some kind of check-in throughout the week, just to see how I'm doing. So Saturday, I think, I went to a store and I bought a couple of shirts, and 2 of the shirts, the same style, just different color, were a size bigger than what I normally wear. And it's not that I've gained weight and that now I'm in this bigger size, it's just the cut and the style and whatever, and it's so frustrating to me. The funny thing is, or the ironic thing is, if the shirt had been a smaller size, I would have been ecstatic. Does it really matter what the number on the tag says or what? If the measurements are the same, it shouldn't really matter. But of course we have to have something to gauge it by, so when we're going to the store we know what size we need to pick up. It's just really screwed up. I think there should be a set of, or a guideline, like there should be, if, you know, piece clothing XYZ or whatever, you know, is this many measurements, then it falls into this size, blah, blah, blah. But I get it, like there's so many different things out there. How can you really make that, you know, the same? But it was a little discouraging. I still bought them because I really liked them, but it was very frustrating to see that bigger size again when none of my other clothes are that size. So whatever. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to work on. The not defining myself by a number, and just, you know, knowing that I'm doing good. And I think I'm just frustrated with myself because I haven't been losing for the last 6 months. And sometimes I say, why am I paying Weight Watchers to lose? I mean, to maintain, when I should be paying them to lose. But if I weren't paying them, I would definitely be up. I don't know how much. Maybe I would have gained all my weight back. I don't know. But I definitely wouldn't have maintained. So I kind of figure at this point, it's probably better that I pay them to maintain than to gain all my weight back. So, meetings. So somebody had mentioned, you know, is it worth going to the meetings? If you are a meeting member, is it worth it to skip a meeting if you're not feeling it? If you're having a bad weigh-in, do you not weigh in? All of these questions. And I think that, you know, sometimes we all have these moments when we feel like okay, I don't feel like going today. I'm having a bad day. I just don't feel like seeing the scale. And as much as I have the no weigh-ins, I don't like to use those because I kind of feel like, what's the point? I'm just cheating myself anyway. The number is going to be there no matter what. But I have had a couple of times where I either didn't want to go to a meeting or I have skipped a meeting. That doesn't help. I don't care. And take a no weigh-in. If that is what's going to help you, then don't weigh in. But I think you still need to go for the meeting, for the weeklies, for the topic, for the support of everyone there. You're not going to get that same support anywhere else. I don't care how supportive people are. These people are doing the same program that you are, and we're all having the same struggles sometimes. And, you know, we all have the same struggles. I may not be doing it this week, and you may be, or, you know, so on and so forth, but we all have the same struggles. So I think the meetings are beneficial for everybody. So, yeah. I still have not quite figured out my why. I think because I have so many of them and they just change. I need to really sit down and think about it. But some of my whys are just kind of, I think I've had them for so long too that they just don't motivate me anymore. I don't know. But for some reason too, I have to be careful with goals because with my anxiety, and going with the whole all or nothing thing, if I set a goal out for myself and I don't know absolutely that I can do it no matter what, I will self-sabotage myself. I will fail. And I know that's a horrible way to look at it, and I wish I knew why I did that, but it's horrible. It's like if I don't know 100% that I can do it or in an amount of time that can keep me on track, then it's not worth me doing it. And I get bored very quickly, and that's part of it. Goals usually take longer. I get bored, and I just don't want to do it anymore. And that's why I do think that the shorter goals, like the 5-pound goals, and sometimes even 5-pound goals sometimes are hard. Like sometimes I have to just do 1 pound at a time. But goals can be not a great thing for me all the time. So I think I do have a hard time sometimes with my whys and my goals. But I do think that whys are important, and I do think that they get you to where you want to go in the end. Which, speaking of my anxiety and my depression, that is something that I have dealt with that forever. It's definitely gotten better. I've been able to manage it a lot better, but it will never fully go away. And along with that, I deal with food addiction and my binge eating disorder. And the binge eating for me, I don't feel like I'm at the extreme level. I feel like I'm at the lower level where I will have binges here and there, but I'm not the type that will, you know, throw something away and then dig it back out of the trash after, because I just can't, you know, not have it. And I don't get this like physical sensation when I eat something. Like I know people who, if they have chocolate, like it physically makes them feel better. And I don't have that. I mean, mentally, I'm like, hey, this is great. You know, I just want more. But it's not this, like, oh my God, okay, like I fed, you know, my addiction and now I'm good. So, you know, I don't know. I just don't have that it doesn't calm me down. I don't know how to explain it, but so I don't have that piece of it. So binge eating for me is more out of boredom. I get bored with whatever I'm doing because, like I said, I get bored very, very quickly. And when I'm bored, I want to eat. And I guess that's more habitual for me because I think that's what I've always done. But it's hard. And my hardest time, well, if I'm bored throughout the day, I'll eat, but at nighttime, that's when it's really bad for me. Like I get bored because my husband and I just kind of, when the kids go to bed, we sit down and watch TV, and I don't know what else to do because I like that aspect of just relaxing, and you know, we've found some shows that we like and we've gotten into, but at the same time it's hard because all I want to do is eat. So, and I try to build in points throughout the day that I can eat at that point so I don't have to feel guilty about it. But sometimes those points are enough and sometimes they're not. And then I go into my weeklies and, you know, but speaking of weeklies, so the same friend who we're doing the No Way Challenge together, she last week had switched her weeklies so that it uses her fit points before it uses her weeklies. And I have thought about doing that in the past, but I've never done it because I felt like you can earn an abundance of fit points, way more than what you're given weekly points. And I was afraid I would eat way more than I should. But the problem with weeklies is you don't have to get in any any activity points, and you can still use your 42 weeklies or however many weeklies you have. And so I thought, well, let me try this and see. So that way at least I'm getting some activity in, and I'm kind of, you know, burning some calories and whatever for all this extra food that I am eating. And so I am trying it this week to see how it is. Most of the extras that I've eaten this week so far have come for my fit points. I have dipped into my weeklies a little bit, but for every fit point that I earn, it will give me back a weekly. So we'll see. You know, I would love to end the week without using any weeklies, but we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, so that's really all I have for this week. We did go to a meeting yesterday, which will fall into next week, because I'll weigh in on Saturday. So this week that I'm in right now is actually week 40, which, oh my gosh, like 40 weeks on Weight Watchers, like that's insane. That means I have 12 weeks left and I've been doing it for a year. Like, although technically I've only lost like 30 pounds since I started, but whatever, 30 pounds more than what I, you know, lost. So I guess it's still over, what, a pound well, I'm not a pound a week, but it'll be like half a pound a week or whatever, I guess, if that's where I stay. But anyway, I will stop rambling. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will either check in on Saturday or I'll wait and do both weeks the following week. But I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.